We're at the Big Dome for Final Four action between La Salle and Ateneo. Frank Golia has come in, Joshua Webb kanina, and Yutien Andrada for the very first time for La Salle, who are behind by 2, joined by Revilla and Norbert Torres and Amon Vosotros. Para sa Ateneo naman, Gonzaga, Elorde, Chua, Golia, and Oping Sumalino. What a strange quintet for Ateneo.
Yun na nga, yun yung lineup nila the last minute and a half of the first quarter na kahit pa paano, sugal ni Coach Norman na ipagpahinga yung kanyang top 4 scorers.
Yep.
You got even Wami Chongson, Ravena, Slaughter, and Salva, pinagpahinga niya.
With the lead.
With a slim lead.
Yep.
It's not a big lead, it's a slim lead.
Maybe an opportunity for Ateneo here, but taken away by Oping. Behind the back dribble, left-handed lay-in. Oh, everything but the shot. Oh, and he falls down and grabs his leg, DJ. And remember, this guy recovered from an ACL injury.
That's right.
And has been playing so well.
It looks like he is in some serious pain here, judging from the way he's grimacing.
We had some stats earlier on the screens brought to you by the new KFC Coffee Crushers. Coffee indulgence in every sip.
Or maybe was it his face? Because he was
let's hope it's his face instead of like his ankle or knee. Let's look at that. A great behind the back dribble. And look at this finish. The extension of the left hand. Oh, he gets hit.
Sapul.
Yeah,
and there was no call, huh?
And he holds on to his face, but you'd rather see that. McDonald's instant replay overwhelmed the senses with the new McDonald's Big and Tasty. Dial 86236 for Mac Delivery. Let me rephrase myself. Of course, you don't want to see that. Anybody hitting anybody.
But if it's a choice between that and another knee injury.
Yes. Ateneo, as of the moment, shooting 33%. De La Salle at 24%, but down only by 2. 4 fast break points for Ateneo, none for De La Salle University. By the way, this is a battle also between the #1 offensive team and the #1 defensive team.
Exactly.
La Salle being the #1 in defense.
Medyo malayo rin yung averages nila. #1 points in Ateneo, 74 a game. La Salle holds their opponents about 64, 67 a game.
Now, Torres and Webb not communicating in that rebound. Lead is 2 for Ateneo. Let's go to Selena Dagdag.
Coach Norman tells the blue shirts to be more meticulous in trying to decipher what DLSU is trying to do. He reminds them that they should be more proficient in setting up their screens. At this point, Coach Norman opts for everybody in the team to crash the boards, since, as he mentions, La Salle is one of the league's best offensive rebounders. That's all for now, Boom and TJ.
Thank you very much, Selena. The report brought to you by Samsung Galaxy Tab 2. Life just got better. Let's see if they will heed Coach Norman's advice there. Not advice, orders is more like it. McDonald's instant replay overwhelmed their senses with the new McDonald's Big and Tasty. Dial 86236 on Mac Delivery. Webb against Buenafe. Buenafe shoots off to the right. And Van Opstel, Vosotros will let that dribble out. Boom Gonzalez, TJ Manotok. And Direct Abet Ramos at the helm of this live and exclusive ABS-CBN sports coverage. Selena Dagdag earlier reporting. Now let's go to Billy Capistrano.
For the Archers, it is business as usual, and they're going to treat this game like any other game. And with how they've been playing the whole season, expect them to give it their all. Now, Coach G is pleased with the turnout of the first quarter, but he instructed the boys to attack the paint and be more aggressive. Coach also reminded them that Ateneo is the only team they haven't beaten this season, so they need to own this ball game. Back to you, Boom and TJ.
Thank you very much, Billy. Brought to you by Samsung Galaxy Tab 2. Life just got better. On cue, perfect combination from Thomas Torres. Pure Foods tender juicy chicken cheese hot dog. Yen Andrada comes in for the 3-point play opportunity. That is the second assist for La Salle to the 4 of Ateneo.
And credit that to 2 things. Number 1, there was great spacing by La Salle, which gave room for Thomas Torres to break down his defender and drive all the way down and find the drop pass.
Rico Meyer-Hoffer loving that play. By the way, that also started with Thomas Torres and that crossover move.
Yep,
the right ganda.
Breakdown move there, crossover and back.
Kiefer Novena, Salva, and Gregory Slaughter now back in the game. Big 3 for them. More offense as La Salle gives us our 5th lead change of the game. With 1:54 gone by in the second quarter. Our guys on the floor. Haynes brings that to us. America's leading underwear brand. 12 on the shot clock. Lorde against Torres. Salva with 6 to shoot. Salva back to Elorde for 3. Off the mark. Comes up empty. Here comes Webb. Webb. Uy. Nadapa si Thomas Torres. Uy, pero bola daw ng Lasal. Kapik ni Nico Elorde.
Right
No
thing about
protest from the
Norman,
coaching
yeah,
staff.
as well. They had a better vantage point there. But hindi may protest from Elorde. Who was on the ball, allegedly the one who tapped the ball out, according to the refs.
Johnson steps back in, so does Oda Tampos and Jeron Teng and Thomas Torres and Joshua Webb, getting the crowd riled up from the LaSalle side. Remember, if they lose today, that's his last game.
Yep.
This is his last game,
They
rather.
know that. The crowd knows that.
Oh, that's an easy call to make.
Buenafe eagerly wanting that ball from Jeron Teng.
Second
That's the
personal.
second foul. Nature, let's look at that again.
And not a lot has been said about Kiefer Ravena's defense, regardless of what you think about that, whether it's legit or a flop. McDonald's instant replay overwhelmed your senses with the new McDonald's Big and Tasty. Dial 86236 for Mac delivery. Third turnover for LaSalle. And another foul, this time on Van Opstal, erasing Kiefer Ravena from the picture.
The fouls piling up for LaSalle here early in the second quarter. Pang-apat na po yan.
Yes, exactly.
Penalty na sila because the foul here on afterwards will all be free throws for Ateneo.
And you talk about, in a game like this, composure. They have, because they're playing very well, talking about LaSalle.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't want to ruin their game with fouls like these.
in total turnovers na nila, tatlo lang ata kasi you have to count the
Tatlo.
offensive foul
Tatlo.
as a turnover.
There's that familiar play by Ateneo for Greg Slaughter. Out to Chongson. Repost. Back to Slaughter for a third time. Andrada was there to deny him.
Ang ganda ng timing ni Andrada. Hindi niya hinintay. Nauna pa nga siya tumalon eh. He just saw the rhythm of the takeoff of Slaughter. Even before Slaughter brought the ball up, tumalon na si Andrada.
Who averages close to 2 blocks a game. This one, a Rexona bench shot block with 50% more lasting protection. Spray on the confident 7-minute mark of the second quarter. Teng, ipinaybay. Wala. Van Opstal, the tap, goes back to Jeron Teng. Wala pa rin. Van Opstal working hard and is fouled. Rebounding department again. LaSalle is number 1. And for Van Opstal, that is his 5th rebound of the game. 3 offensive.
Interestingly though, as strong as a rebounding team they are, it's a little bit odd that they are second to the last in terms of second chance points. Malakas sila makapag-offensive rebounds, but it means not all the time that they get an offensive rebound, they actually convert. Minsan, dalawa, tatlo pa, bago sila nakaka-shoot pa.
Today, they have 6 already offensive rebounds. As Van Opstal looks to go 1 out of 2 on this trip. And he does. Good enough for a 2-point lead as you see LA Revilla on the bench. 6:46 remaining in the first half. Well played first half by these two teams. Salva from 18, backs it down.
Not an easy shot. That was just the best separation he could get there. Yutin Andrade did his part fighting through the screen.
High percentage shooter is Nico Salva today, 4 out of 6 from the field. Nosotros. Campos will drive, puts it up and in. No foul. Sorry.
Step on the sideline, on the baseline.
Ganda pa naman nung ano niya, nung drive niya papuntang ano. 16 all, that is our third deadlock. Real Foods, perfect combination. And the juicy chicken cheese hot dog. Chongson throws it up, that's wild. And Andrada with his 4th rebound of the game right away. Teng against Buenafe, Van Opstal against Slaughter. Van Opstal goes high.
Good move.
And
Good decision.
And Slaughter was denying him the middle, so he made it back.
At saka may space. He gave him about 1 or 2 feet of space. Sabi niya, sige, then may space ako makapag-drop step.
No respect, huh?
No respect. There was no respect for any offensive move right there, at least for that given play.
12 on the shot clock. Buenafe trying to muscle his way through. Out to Salva. 5 out of 7. And he looks like he landed on the foot of Yen Andrada.
And the whole Ateneo bench is fuming, man. wanting that foul to be called on Andrada for not giving Salva any space to land. You have to give the shooter his space to land.
Kit Kat break, get ready for what's next. Have a break, have a Kit Kat. 18-all is our score. We're back here at the Araneta Coliseum. Final for Saturday with the game tied at 18-all, 5:32 remaining.